Bro, the Pittsburgh Steelers have the sorriest excuse for a fucking offense that I've ever seen. How in the fucking hell does your quarterback have 24 attempts, first of all? Second of all, how on 12 completions does he have 94 fucking yards? I swear to God, I am super surprised Jaylen Warren doesn't have a fucking back injury this entire season from carrying the Steelers offense all fucking year. That 75-yard play doesn't happen. This is a 10-3 game the entire fucking time. Honestly, like, it's so fucking stupid, this place that Steelers fans are in right now and the Steelers organization is in this season, which is like, oh, everyone is talking about how we have the super easy upcoming schedule. One, if you're a true Steelers fan, you knew this game's a trap game. We're probably going to lose next week to fucking Jake Browning because the Steelers always underprepare. I never want Mike Tomlin to be fired. I want Mike Tomlin to be the head coach of this team for the foreseeable future. I don't have problems with him, but I'm getting so sick and fucking tired of this idea of the standard. The Browns have a phenomenal fucking defense, so us putting up 10 points, okay. But how about, okay, you know what the Browns defense doesn't fucking do? The Browns defense doesn't run I think it was 3 screenplays where there were no fucking blockers, 2 of which were fucking passes to Jaylen Warren. One, he motions behind Kenny, then he fucking throws it behind the line of scrimmage. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. We have a fucking screaming set up here because we had 3 receivers on that side. Not a fucking single one was assigned to block. And there's another one. I kind of liked the play design until I fucking realized Matt Canada designed it. Yeah, we're back on that shit. I'll talk about it. Where, Jalen runs into Kenny, how he's been doing the entire fucking season. So I'm like, okay, cool. They're pulling for pass. And then he stops, bolts out. They hike the ball. And I was like, oh, this is a great play design. It's throwing the defense off. Didn't fucking matter. There was no one there to block. And I am running out of excuses for Kenny Pickett. I'm fucking sorry. I literally am. But anyway, as I was saying, the situation that the organization, the fans are in is so fucking annoying because we have this super easy upcoming schedule, everyone says. And let's say Pittsburgh, finishes the season with 10 wins, which with a fucking showing like that is going to be near impossible. So, look at that. We're in the fucking wild card at 6-4. We have to play Indianapolis. You guys can't see because it's blurry, but who's in the hunt. And it's just... we're in this fucking horrible place of, okay, cool, if we make the playoffs, why the fuck does it matter? There is not a single team in the playoffs we can beat. We just lost to the Browns. We barely beat the Browns earlier in the season. And that was because we had, 2 fucking defensive touchdowns? That's the only reason we beat them that week. We can't fucking do anything on offense. So next week is the Bengals, and I'm calling it right now. I know what the fuck is going to happen. Jake Browning is going to have like 120 yards. He's probably going to have a pick because, oh, my God, the Steelers' defense is so great because they force turnovers. It doesn't fucking matter. Turnovers don't fucking matter at the end of the day. Cam Hayward came out and said, screw you because it's smoke and mirrors that we're 6-3, now 6-4. Guess fucking what? You are ranked 28th and 28th against the pass and the rush, respectively, and 29th total defensively for a fucking reason. This game... I don't give a shit that they barely were in the red zone. They barely could do anything with the ball. That was a rookie fucking quarterback who threw 3 interceptions against the fucking Baltimore Ravens. I don't want to hear he had more preparation time. It doesn't fucking matter. This team is such a fucking sorry excuse. I don't get it. This team, everyone's like, oh, they're going to be a sleeper team. And I'd love to fucking think that. But if they have to play the Chiefs in the playoffs, I don't give a shit if it's the Ravens and Pittsburgh owns Lamar Jackson since he's been in the league. If they have to play the Ravens, if they have to play the Jaguars, we've already seen that. I mean, there's no fucking team in the NFL that Pittsburgh can beat in the playoffs. Even if the fucking Raiders at this point, they just gave Miami, we couldn't beat Miami. There's no fucking way in hell because I don't understand what the fuck this team wants. This team essentially wants to get Mike Tomlin to 500 so he can continue that streak, maybe make a playoff game, and then fucking do horrible. I don't want that. I would rather fucking sit back and watch us lose every fucking game for the rest of the year, and we finish 6-11, get a higher-ish draft pick. But then I don't fucking want that because you know what's going to happen is we're going to draft someone that we're not going to play for the entire fucking half of the season. I don't understand what the fucking mantra is with the Steelers right now. They are losing like everything about what made them a winner from the fucking 70s and the early 2000s. It's all fucking out the window now. We don't put up points. We don't scheme. That's it. Like, Mike Tomlin maybe deserves some credit as a coach. But do you know what Mike Tomlin doesn't fucking do? Doesn't do offensive play calling. He has a say in defensive play calling, but he's not the defensive play caller. So what are we giving him credit for? Yeah, he pushes guys to be better. How is this better? Actually, how? I don't fucking know with Kenny, man. I don't know if it's I can't evaluate Kenny with Matt Canada as his offensive fucking coordinator. Because how in your second year in the NFL do you finish a game with 94? I don't give a fuck who the defense was. I don't care. 94 passing yards. 94. You have two top 15, arguably top 5 talent in George Pickens, two top 15 talented wide receivers, and you're not fucking using them. You just got back your top 10 fucking tight end, threw him one time. What does this organization want to do? And I already it pissed me off. Coming out of halftime, they were talking. The sideline reporter, I think it was Evan Washburn, was talking about, Mike Tomlin says they need to win possession downs. That's all you fucking said all goddamn season. So if you want to fucking fix the same issue every week, why the fuck aren't you fixing it? I'm serious. The way I'm acting, you'd think we lost 30-0, but at least that would be fucking comical, and I wouldn't have to give a shit for at least the last 3 quarters of the game. 13-3 against an offensive line that didn't have its 2 starting tackles. They're fucking, I mean, honestly, if we're being honest here, probably Dorian Thompson-Robinson has the same amount of talent as Deshaun Watson at this point. And Jerome Ford. Oh, wow, well, positive as we shut down Jerome Ford. Who the fuck cares? I'm not focusing on the Browns anymore. I'm not going to focus on the Bengals next week because it's going to be a fucking embarrassment when we lose to the backup, all right? Another rookie quarterback. I'm going to have to hear the exact same bullshit when I go and watch this fucking press conference. We got to be better on possession downs. 2 for 9 or whatever the fuck we were on third downs. That's unacceptable. You've said the same fucking thing every goddamn week. Why aren't you fixing it? And if it's the players, fucking change the players. Every time Najee was in this game, minus like 2 runs, we lost or barely gained yards. Every time, except for maybe, again, 1 or 2 plays where he's probably fucking gassed, you have Jalen Warren on the field, he's getting you at least 4 to 5. So what the fuck does this team want to do? I don't understand. Dan Moore almost allows a safety twice in the first fucking quarter. You need to show that there's going to be fucking consequences for reactions. Put in Chucks. I don't give a shit. The egos on this team are fucking taking over, and it's not from the players. George Pickens has one, but at least he's fucking still playing the game. The egos from the coaching staff and the ownership. I'm not giving any bad mouthing towards Omar Khan because he has built a phenomenally built team. I'm just going to say that. If this team had anyone else running it from a coaching standpoint, oh my God, I don't even want to fucking imagine Kyle Shanahan or Andy Reid or Mike McDaniel with this team. It would be fucking unreal. But instead, we have to settle for, I'm going to pull up Kenny's yardage this entire season, and let's take a look. And, like, here's the thing. There is a distinctual difference when you see Kenny on the field versus, like, Mitch. Like, when Mitch comes in, you're holding your breath every single time. I'm not holding my breath with Kenny because he's not going to fucking do anything. He's going to throw it to the flat, and that's it. Kenny doesn't make mistakes because Kenny doesn't take risks. That is probably the truest thing I have said about the Steelers this year. Everyone praises Kenny, and I want this dude to be the guy. But everyone praises him because he doesn't turn the ball over. Do you want to know why? It's because either he doesn't trust himself to push the ball downfield or the coaching staff doesn't. Why the fuck is every play being passed to the outside? I'm not even joking. I'm probably going to go back and look at the passes that were attempted and completed in this game. I bet you there's maybe 1 in the middle of the field. Why are we playing football if you don't want to use the entire fucking field? Do you know what happens when you throw it to the sideline? You give your wide receivers or running back or whoever's catching the ball no fucking space to do anything. God, this team is fucking pathetic, man. Now, if let's look at Kenny. Okay, Kenny. 99 yards in this game. 126, 160, 73, 230, 224, 114. The most yards he's thrown for this year is 235. I'm so fucking tired. I'm going to have to hear the exact same shit that I've heard every single week. And it's like, okay, fine. If you're going to say this shit. And then Mike Tomlin has the fucking audacity to sass reporters and be like when we fucking finally last week had our first two drives had touchdowns. He's like, well, we wanted to show you guys we could do it. Then do it every fucking week. Put your fucking egos aside. The Rooneys, they have an ego. Tomlin, he has an ego. Canada and fucking Terrell Austin have egos. Now, it will not surprise me, and it's going to be expected this team's going to be different when Minkah comes back and when Keanu Neal comes back. I will say, the two guys that filled in today did a fucking great job. I will give Michael and I want to say the safety's last name is Thompson, number 17. They did great because they weren't liabilities. The defense was not good. I don't care. Oh, they allowed 13 points. The first fucking drive, they basically let them just march down the field. But when Minkah comes back, things will be different. I fucking know that. I know that. But I'm okay, cool. Pittsburgh's going to make the playoffs. If they do, we're probably going to be the 7 or 6 seed, so we have to play the 2 or the 3 seed. We're not beating Buffalo. We're not beating Miami. So what the fuck is the point? And I know that you can't go into the playoffs as a team and expect to lose, but how the fuck do you expect to win? There is no fucking world in my mind where Pittsburgh goes into Arrowhead, goes into Buffalo, goes into Miami, and fucking wins. There's not. The defense is the most expensive defense in the league, and they're fucking horrible. The offense has no explosivity, and their one running back is the only fucking life on this team, and their tackle. Broderick Jones has been fucking phenomenal. I'm so fucking sick of this. You can call fans childish for booing Matt Canada. You can call fans childish for booing the team during home games. You can do that shit. But you know what else is fucking childish? Doing the same thing over and over and over and fucking again because you have this ego that, oh, maybe we can fix it. You know what the Pittsburgh Steelers are? The Pittsburgh Steelers are that girl that says, I can fix him. And then they fucking don't do anything. You maybe just get a new fucking boyfriend. Stop trying to fix something that you can't fix. Get someone that can fix it. Because you guys fucking can't do shit. Kenny's it's seemingly regressed. He has 6 touchdowns in 9 weeks. No, sorry, 10 weeks. My bad. He has 6 passing touchdowns in 10 weeks. That's fucking pathetic. I'm fucking done.